Saturday, giving up his own leisure time to develop his son's tennis skills. The family's only time together was on the tennis court, but it paid off. Brian advanced to more professional coaches and then earned a scholarship to Nick Bollettieri's highly regarded tennis academy in Bradenton, Florida.
Stay in the point.
I was ball boying at a tournament, and one day me and my friend were hitting on stadium court, and Nick was passing by, and he saw me and my friend hitting, so he talked to my coach, and he said that he'd like to give us a scholarship to his academy.
Brian is away at Bollettieri's tennis academy 9 months each year. Each parting is a painful one.
When you think about it, just take your picture and look at all of it. But it's for the purpose of improving your game and making you a better tennis player. And write to us as much as you can, because when you write, then you feel a lot better.
The scholarship to the tennis camp is worth $30,000. In addition, Bollettieri has successfully transformed many young players into competitive professionals.
Don't forget to call me.
For the Gardners, who live on a budget, this is an opportunity they cannot pass up. If nothing else, it almost certainly means that Brian will earn a scholarship to the college of his choice. But he and his family must pay a price. At the academy, Brian is drilled and trained by a score of coaches. The goal, make him a winner, turn him into a money-making machine.
Keep it going. It is a business. Anytime you have a winner receiving $187,500, the men and ladies equally, as compared to when Leva got $1,400, it's a business. I mean, that's big money. That's more than most people make in a lifetime. So you've got every Tom, Dick, and Harry coming out of the holes in the walls, out of the mountains. They're digging them out. They're coming up and say, let me get part of that pot.
Better. That's better. Keep going, Mauricio.
What for most children is play becomes serious business for young athletes in training like Brian Gardner.
Up. Come on, breathe. Come on, when you take it up, inhale. When you come down, blow it out.
Brian, like the Mills children and hundreds of other future professionals, studies and lives life in a kind of vacuum. At age 11, he's already been positioned on the first rung of the ladder of success.
Oh, I think the money factor is definitely a consideration. I don't come from a very affluent background myself, and so in deciding on what I'd like my children to do, I surely would not have let him spend 7 years doing something that would have ended up being a hobby. He doesn't play polo.
The best go on, the others settle. There are no guarantees. Brian's hard work may not necessarily lead to victory and success, but still, to live the dream, he must sacrifice his childhood.
When other kids are at the movies or going out to dances and shows, Brian will have to spend some time on a tennis court. It requires a commitment.
Commitment is a word well understood by number 7, quarterback Todd Marinovich of Mater Dei High School in Orange County, California. Todd's father, a former NFL conditioning coach, committed him to a life as a pro football player from early childhood. The national press and People magazine have praised Marv Marinovich for producing the laboratory athlete, the test tube quarterback.
Pull the bar close to your body. Good. Pull it tight now. Last rep. Pull it tight. Good.
It goes back to the grandfathers. My dad was a captain of his high school football team, a successful team. Trudy's dad was a captain and an outstanding player in high school. My brother was an outstanding player. Trudy's brother was an outstanding football player. On both sides, all the way back, outstanding athletes.
Todd has been in constant training for 10 years for a possible professional career that's still 6 years away. His father, an ex-NFL lineman, has sacrificed his personal and business life to oversee his son's training.
Nice and tall.
My dad's probably been the most influence on my life, my athletic career, because he's known so much about training, weightlifting, football, and so he's got to be the one.
455. Todd stands 6'4" and weighs 190 pounds. Under his father's conditioning plan, he's predicted to peak at 6'5", 230 pounds. Marv has seen that Todd gets the best in training and sports technology. There's computerized lifting equipment and rehabilitation therapy machines to strengthen muscle groups critical for a quarterback. Even the services of an ophthalmologist are utilized to expand Todd's field of peripheral vision. Since age 11, Todd has been working with a college passing coach.
Good. And when you come back, first step, more than 180. More than 180, back, and throw. Keep your head as still as you can keep it.
Marv has also secured for his son a running coach, whom Todd shares with Stanford University and the San Francisco 49ers.
If he continues at the same level of development, the way he's going now, there's no question he will be a great athlete, maybe the best quarterback to ever play.
From his son's birth, Marv Marinovich has been unable to separate himself from Todd's football future.
Where we get into the serious problem is the parent that can't keep that lovely emotional moat, that the identity of the child remains unique to them and their experience is unique to them. We have the parent that really climbs into the bloodstream and becomes an active participant. And we talk about this neurotic parental involvement. It can be mother or father. And pretty soon, and when I see these athletes, I constantly sense that they're really being cheated out of their activity, both the joy and sometimes the negative part of their experience. Because of this intrusiveness, the parent no longer can honor this ideal separation of child from self. But vicarious satisfaction, beautiful. Beautiful. That's the joy of parenting, of course.
Parents, like Susan Mills, admit they are sensitive to the difference between encouragement and obsession. She says she takes her lead from her children. Nathaniel is a self-motivator, eager to get on with his training. Hillary is somewhat different.
There is a time in their development that if they want to achieve world-class development, then they have to be able to sacrifice. And this is, you know, maybe all part of whatever you want to say, the right stuff, you know, what it's going to take to achieve ultimately. Hillary thinks she wants to attain national team and world-class status. Whether she wants to go through the pain that's required to do that, I don't think she is sure of.
Hillary's natural talent has already led her to extraordinary success, but she's drawn by those things that attract a normal teenager.
And I like talk on the phone as soon as I get home from school. And I like to go to my friends' houses and meet like new people because I'm at public high school now. And it's a big change from where I was going before, which was really small. And I like